Welcome to Beyond the Diet. This is your space to transform your relationship with weight, food, and the changes that come with each stage of your life. So you move through womanhood, embodying your feminine strength and radiance. Led by me, Audrey.
And me, Christina. We are your weight, wellness, and women's health guides and coaches. This channel gives you practical tips, holistic practices, and transformational insights to help you release that stubborn weight naturally and easily.
Improve your digestion and metabolism.
Balance your hormones.
Implement holistic practices for stress relief, energy, women's health, and balance.
And we ultimately help you step into your power as the vibrant, unstoppable woman you were always meant to be.
Join us to learn about listening to your body, eating with awareness, and living in a way that supports your unique stage of womanhood.
Every week you'll find empowering videos on weight loss, women's health, yoga, Ayurveda, and the lifestyle shifts that are designed to help you feel at home in your body again.
This is your invitation to step into womanhood differently. This is Yoga to Transform.
Tonight we're talking about one of our favourite topics, which is why we're even more excited that you're joining us.
Yeah, exactly, because we're talking about self-love.
We are, yeah. And it's been a big journey.
Yeah, and really deep diving into the yoga that really has been transformational for me.
Yeah. And I think that that's why we've started Yoga to Transform and why we are so passionate and we keep turning up with this because we really believe that yoga is essential for positive and lasting change in your lives.
Yeah.
And we've experienced it over the 20-something years because we did start when we were 5.
Yeah. I think I might have been 8.
Yeah. So, no, but we've experienced, and I personally have experienced incredible transformation from yoga, in the practice of yoga, and I know that you have as well, Audrey.
Yeah. So, I lived my life for so many years just as this body was simply a vehicle to carry my head around, and that the things that were valued for me and about me were my thoughts and my words and how I could read and, progress through the world in a brainy kind of way.
Yeah.
And my body was just this vehicle, which I actually didn't like that much, really. And it, didn't fit the right mold, whatever that right mold was. But, when you're at school and your school friends and, not tall around or whatever. And then that just carried on. It wasn't till about 20 years ago with me too, when I decided that I was going to take up yoga, that all of a sudden it was much more important to find out what my body could do.
Yeah.
Rather than what it looked like.
Yeah.
So hands up anybody that's out there doing that. Hard to find the hands.
Yeah, we're hands go.
Yeah.
And I think that that's been the same kind of journey for me. I was just saying, my entrance into yoga, I was full of self-loathing and self-hate and really didn't like my body. So yoga was just part of the extreme exercise regime that I was doing and probably not extreme enough. So I remember if it was too gentle and we were not, going hardcore, and don't even think that I was going to stay for Shavasana.
Lying back and relaxing.
No way. Because I wasn't burning enough calories. Yeah.
Right.
But all of that's transformed because of the gift of yoga. And because of the fact that the practice draws you so much into your body, and you start really appreciating what your body offers you, and tuning into this lived experience of I am filtering the world through this body and this vessel, these senses, my eyes, my ears, my taste, my skin, my touch,
and the breath in and out is really the only moment we actually have. That sitting here talking to you,
yes.
The breath in and out is keeping us alive, and we would stop, we wouldn't be here anymore.
Exactly.
So that fundamental pulse of your breath and your body breathing, whichever way around you want to put it, that's really fundamental to the change for me.
Yeah. And for me as well.
So just for all of you out there in TV land or whatever, the wide world web, if you've done yoga ever, give us a like.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. And if you've done yoga in the past 2 weeks, give us a heart. All right. Yes, I do.
I know, it's like you need to get
Yeah, I'm a who likes.
yes, I know that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, part of it is, and I think the good thing about yoga is that you really have an opportunity to take action,
Mm.
and there's no failure, but
No.
actually just by doing it, and sometimes doing it as in yoga could just be turning up on the mat
Mm.
and doing shavasana or child's
Child's
pose,
pose.
or standing up tall in tadasana.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually showing up for yourself.
Absolutely. And I think that that's the act of self-love and self-care that starts retraining your body and retraining your mind to fall in love with yourself and fall in love with your body and fall in love with life. And that's a really important essence of what we want to be offering. Well, a woman in particular, because we believe that like yoga is essential for positive, lasting change. And we want to improve the quality of women's lives.
Yeah, that's really why we're here. We just know that if you get onto something that feels good with your body, and we're offering so many different things.
Yeah.
Being here today, we're going to do some gentle practice in a bit, but being able to take those first steps and start to transform, that's when the love blossoms, because actually your love is already in there. It just it gets layered and layered and layered by a whole bunch of other stuff that just blocks you from really understanding the essential love and nature of yourself.
Yes. And that's one of the core teachings of yoga, is that you are born with all these virtuous and beautiful qualities. You're born whole and perfect. And everything that you believe that is not your beauty, your love, your wholeness, your perfection is just an illusion. And through the practice of yoga, what we're trying to do, or what we're not trying to do, what we actually are doing, is sending energy through the channels in your body to remove all those imprints from childhood and from your life, so that you can wake up and go, I feel different. Something's shifted. And the practice of yoga gives that to you.
Yeah.
And I know that because I have been practicing for a very long time. And I've been teaching since 2009. You've been teaching about the same length of time because we shared classes.
We did.
Back then. And over that period of time, I've seen in my own life and in the lives of my students, this progression. And it's not that some people, it's like they'll have a wake up, a moment.
Yeah.
And I know that in one immersion that I did, which is a 5-day kind of dive deep into yoga, I had a moment.
Okay.
And my whole life transformed after that moment. And it was basically the teacher was saying, the ground of being is love. You are perfect as you are. There's nothing you need to change. And it was the first time I heard it and the first time I believed it. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, heck, no, I can't live my life the same way that I have been.
Yeah, you had to live differently, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to, because I was a different person.
Whereas I think mine was probably a little bit more incremental.
Yeah.
So, although the very first time I did yoga, I really loved it. It felt good in my body, even though I was quite what people might say is terrible, but it doesn't matter because that was part of it. It didn't matter because I was moving my body on the mat. And even if I didn't know where my foot was when it was behind me and whether I had to look and whether it was straight or bent or whatever, it didn't matter. It meant it was probably a very big realization that actually my body was useful in simply being a body, and it was a lovely thing to be in your body. And all of us have had experiences where we've had those little blissful moments of realizing, wow, I've just finished a 60-minute class, just feels like a moment ago I started.
Exactly.
Which has just been so much in your body, and knowing that you're perfect, just whatever you were doing was just perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay!
And
do you think we're excited?
We are excited, because if you're looking to have a love-filled life, then the first thing that we're going to encourage you to do is to start a love-filled practice, which is yoga.
Yeah. And just start. And the things that we're talking about, might seem a little bit far away, but actually it's the physical practice of getting onto your mat, going to class, having a regular practice of the physical aspects of yoga. And they're the ones that will actually bring you into calmness with your body, which leads to calmness in your emotions, which leads to, that spiritual awakening or realization that actually you're perfect just as you are.
Exactly, you are. And so what we have observed is that over a regular practice, transformation occurs, and like we said, for some people it will occur, and for some people it is a snail's pace. And I've observed it time and time and time again. I had one student start coming to class. She was quiet, she was shy, she was awkward, all of that. And then she got courage to come and talk to me. And she said, I wanted to come to your classes for so long, but I was scared because you're gorgeous and you're blonde and you're skinny and you're perfect. And
which you are.
Thank you. But, like there's
that persona of
that
I'm
not good enough to even step into the room with this person.
Yeah.
To then, she was like everyone's best friend, and she really came out of her shell. She ended up enrolling in a course and going off to university, massive changes in her life. And that was only over a 12-month period of regular practice. So we encourage you, it's a regular practice, and there's no need to be practicing at anyone's pace. Like Audrey said, you practice at your own pace. Now, and the thing is that what we know is that when you commit and you're disciplined and you're regular, there is no limit to what you can achieve.
Yeah.
And we've both seen it.
Yeah, it was both experienced it in our lives. I mean, I really didn't like being upside down.
Yes.
And to do a handstand the first time was because I was that kind of kid that as a, 12 or 13-year-old, I wasn't doing handstands, or even an 8 or 9-year-old. It just wasn't my thing at that stage. And so as a 50-something person to do a handstand for the first time, and then of course doing it with just some support in the middle of the room, I know, it's just,
there's no limit.
There is no limit. And I mean, to actually really dive deeply into my teacher training as a yoga teacher, that's been exciting as well. And the support that I've got from other people and the people around have said, well, actually, you're already a teacher. You're just adding this into your practice. That it's really because it comes from your body and whatever you're doing is perfect for you.
Yeah,
you have that reality already. You're actually just creating it because it's already inside you.
Exactly. So we want you to understand that you're already perfect. You're already loved. There's nothing about you that needs to change, and you don't need to be judging yourself. The practice of yoga is not a practice of judging yourself or comparing yourself to anyone else. It's when you get on the mat or when you walk out, you don't even have to physically be doing asana. When you're walking through life, you just show up as your best self and don't compare, let go of the comparisons. But you need to make a commitment and go for a regular practice, and that's that our first value is commit, then be disciplined.
Yeah.
So that you can then start seeing the progress, because quite often we sabotage our ability to have a love-filled life by not committing and not being disciplined and saying, oh, I can't do it, or it's not enough.
Yeah.
You just
I'll put up with something. Yeah.
Or I'll put up with something. You just heard that Audrey in her 50s did a handstand in the middle of the room. Pet. You know what? I'll tell you something. I've got a boyfriend, and he's a good guy. 20 odd years ago, I thought all men were not very cool. So that's a miracle in my life, so these are the things that happen from that regular committed practice and the willingness to show up for yourself and be willing to know that any moment now the breakthrough is going to happen. And it might happen like that, or it might happen just slowly over time, and all of a sudden you realize, oh,
actually, here I am. Well, the reason I got into a regular practice with yoga actually was that one of my teachers did a little balance, which was really quite tiny, and I still use it in my class all the time. And I couldn't do it. I kept tipping over. I thought, I'm a 40-something, 50-something-year-old woman. I should be able to do this,
Yeah.
And actually that was the driver of thought. I thought, right, it takes, 4 minutes probably to do both sides. Something, and I just decided that if I could clean my teeth, this is my favorite.
Yeah.
If I could clean my teeth every
Yeah.
night, I could add one more thing into my nightly routine, and I practiced this little routine.
Yeah.
And ta-da! I can do it now.
I can.
And it
Much more.
yeah, but that was the commit, be disciplined, make progress.
Yeah. And what you're committing to is yourself, right? What you're committing to is this vision for your life of being living in a love-filled life. So if you strongly want a love-filled life, then you really need to be willing to commit and be disciplined to make the progress towards that vision. And we know it can be done. We've seen it be done many, many, many times.
And in fact, getting back to your boyfriend, the part of you, or the part of your life that changed was actually your self-love.
Yes.
Was you committing and showing up for yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Because you actually, it probably is the sort of the talk, but really you do actually have to just look after yourself and show up for yourself first, because then you're ready to find someone else.
Mm. And the structure, we have a yoga to transform love, and we're going to talk about that soon. But the structure that we work through in that course is that actually the first step before even anchoring into self-love is actually being willing to open to love. And we're going to do some yoga tonight that's going to help you just practice opening to love as you move through the day. And even I'm going to suggest when you start the day, just take the 15 minutes that Audrey and I are going to offer you soon, and start your day with 15 minutes and tell us how your life is transformed, or how love has entered into your life from that. So yoga is centuries old, and the whole purpose of yoga is to bring you more peace, more love, and more joy. Like, that's the whole purpose. These guys studied and sat in caves and did all kinds of things, so they could write down 7 centuries later how we can have more peace and love and joy in our lives.
That's right. That's right. And we don't have to go and sit in a cave, because actually there's the householder, those of us who are just living in the world.
Yes.
We get to have the benefits of all those people sitting in a cave doing all that study and thought and meditation, and we get the benefit of it that we can put into our lives in a pretty easy way, even in the 21st century.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So shall we try that now?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
I might need to move the screen, but we'll just see how we go.
All right.
You
perfect.
pop yourself onto the mat. Let me see what we've got there.
We're going to do some poses, and it's just gentle, easy poses, just to start the day, to open ourselves to receive love. So the first thing I want you to do is to place your feet hips distance apart, and really feel your feet on the mat. So feel the 4 corners of your feet. When I say 4 corners, I mean big toe ball mound, little toe ball mound, inner heel and outer heel. Now, lovingly just embrace your muscles to bones and draw that loving ground of being. I want you to settle into the ground of being, soften your knees slightly, and close your eyes and draw that loving energy that holds you every single day all the way up your legs, into your belly, and then all the way up the sides of your body. And just take the head of your arm bones back and just roll your ears back so that your ears and your shoulders are in alignment, and turn your palms open. So we're standing in a pose called Tadasana right now. And as you stand here, just focus on your breath and bring your attention to your heart. Inhaling deeply and exhale fully. And with every inhalation, just draw up that loving energy up through your legs, into your hips, up through the side of your body. Roll the head of your arm bones back, take your ears back. Now we're going to inhale and just reach the arms above our head. Inhale. Nice work. And then exhale, we're just going to fold forward. You can place your hands on your shins, just coming halfway down. And then inhale, lift your heart halfway. Nice work. Just leading with your heart. And then exhale. Bend down, bend into your knees, into this ground of being, anchoring into this love that supports you always, and then reaching up, and exhale, return to your heart. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Nice work. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your heart halfway. Exhale, melt your heart, just connecting to this flow of love, which is always with you. It's holding you in your feet as you anchor into the earth, and it's breathing you. It's keeping you alive. So breathe into that. Just breathe in this flow of love that's holding and supporting you. Just be open to receive it. Fold forward, bend deeply into it. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, melt your heart. Nice work. Ground down through your legs and inhale, rise all the way up. Nice. Now bring your hands together in front of your heart, returning to your heart again. Roll the head of your arm bones back. Now stand here, palms facing forward. This is a really powerful pose. If you're willing to stand in front of a mirror with the head of your arm bones back, so your collarbones are broad and your heart is lifted, and smile at yourself and tell yourself you love yourself. I love you. Just say that 3 times in a mirror. Now clasp your hands at the sacrum. Ground down into the supportive ground of being, which is love holding you. Lengthen through the side of your body. Roll the head of your arm bones back. Take your ears back and open to receive. Bring your elbows together, keeping them bent. Bottom tips of your shoulder blades lift your heart. You're receiving the love that is always with you. So many of us close off from love, and tonight we're opening to receive love. Palms face forward. Nice. Inhale, rising up. Place your hands on your heart. Breathe into that space. Nice. Now I'm going to hand over to Audrey.
So stay on the mat where you are. And we're going to take a little bit of the muscle energy that Christina was talking about. Let's arrange this a little. So standing where you are, thinking about the 4 corners of your feet, hugging muscle to bone. Now that's might be a novel way of thinking about your body. And, you know, for those of us who really haven't been in our bodies much, hugging muscle to bone, it's more of an idea than actually an action. But over time, I now know what that means. And I'm hugging my muscle to bone. I'm drawing the side of my body up. Again, plug the head of the arm bones in. You're going to have your hands out. So already we're in Tadasana. Elbow creases open. Head of the arm bones plugged in. Draw your belly in. Float your ears back. Going to reach up. Breathe in, reach up. Touch hands above your head and draw your hands down to that heart center. All you need is already inside you. It's quite exciting, isn't it, really? Let's breathe in again. Reach up. Long arms. Narrow room. Down we go. All right, nice work. Resting at heart center. And again, breathe in, reach up. Hands touch. Bring them down to heart center. And release them to your side. Roll the head of your arms back. Palms facing open. Now come to the very short edge of your mat, and we're going to sit back with the leg closest to me, coming into a high lunge. Now already we've moved our position, but this foot can still have the 4 corners plugged into the ground. Draw muscles to bone along this front leg and along the back leg. You've got the ball of the foot and the toes on the ground, slight bend in the back leg. Feel your strength holding you here. You may find that this is something new, that you haven't done this for a while, or it's something that you're regularly doing, but just imagine this is the very first time you've done a high lunge. Reach up with your hands, touch above your head, and bring them down to heart center. Hug those muscles to bone. Release your hands and reach up again. And bring them down, heart center. Great work. Hug muscles to bone. Feel that energy, feel that strength that you already have within you. Release there once more, breathe in. This time, hands stay apart. And this time you're going to open up towards me as you bring the hands down to shoulder height. Here we go. Christina's practicing in the corner. There's not much room. It's my tiny wee room. We're doing well. Come back up. Hands above your head, palms facing, and open up again. Hug muscle to bone. How are you feeling? You're doing so well. Excellent. Come on, back up. And tonight, 3 times is a charm. So we're going to twist around, open again. Nice work. And breathe into the center, facing the short edge of the mat. Breathe all the way in, reach up, step forward, touch hands above your head. Come on back down to heart center. Now I think we're going to turn away from the camera, which is going to be a bit of a trick, but I'm sure you can do it. So release your hands, come back to Tadasana. Step back with the leg furthest away from me this time. Come into high lunge again. Bring your hands into the air when you're solid and steady. Hug muscles to bone. Feel that energy. You've got it inside you already. Nice work. Keep breathing. Use that force of life as you're breathing in and out of your nostrils. Now we're going to bring our hands together, bring them down to heart center and reach down. Breathe in and reach up. Touch above your head. And do we have a visitor, Christina? Do you think?
I think we have a yoga cat.
We have a yoga cat. Join us. Do you have a yoga cat at your place? Bring your hands shoulder width apart, palms facing. And then twist away from the camera, opening up. Feel the strength in your legs supporting you. Feel the breath. And let's go down again. Reach out. Know that the world is available to you. That everything you need and want is available to you right now. And breathe in, reach right up. Go to step forward as you breathe in. Bring your hands together above your head. Come on down, resting in heart center. Check in with your feet. Hip width apart. Hug muscles to bone along your legs. Long side body, head of the arm bones plugged in. And now let's just tuck the chin down, look towards your thumbs. Bow to your heart, knowing that you have within you everything that you need. And self-love is there, available to you right now. Gently bring your head back up. Release your hands. And release. Great work, everyone.
Hey, that
It's
was
exciting.
fabulous. Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
I might need to find the yoga cat.
Yeah, no, I think you need to. Yeah. Did you give up?
I gave up.
You gave up. I wasn't going to interrupt you.
I'm sure I'll be back again. Any of you that have been watching my morning yoga on this group will see Monty.
A regular visitor on our Thankful Thursdays as well.
So we're really interested in knowing about whether these yoga poses are something that you've been doing for a while. Have you done things like we just did? Have you what are your favorite poses? Just let us know. We love to hear in your comments or send us a message or an email.
Absolutely. And definitely also too, just that mindfulness of when you are practicing paying attention and consciously choosing to anchor yourself in love. Alrighty, shall we get into doing a little bit of a guided meditation into the heart?
Can we have the cat in for guided meditation?
He's like, I am coming in for that meditation.
I'm here now.
All right.
You get the whole spectrum of things. Hello, cat.
All right.
He could be a bit annoying, but anyway. Hello, Monty.
Never.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, never. What do they say? Never work with children or animals.
We do both.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Alrighty. So I want you to take a moment just to take a comfortable seat. Now we generally encourage rolling the top of the thighs back and apart. So that means just bringing your left hand to the top of the right thigh, taking the seat bone and just broadening the seats. Now tuck your tailbone under, and if you can, continue to just sit with your shoulders rolled back and your ears back so that your ears and your shoulders are in alignment. So what we're trying to do, is make sure that we have you lining yourself up so that you're staying open to receive love. So that's action of closing your shoulders together is you closing and protecting your heart. And unconsciously, we're doing this all of the time. So the physical opening of your heart, I have seen many people break down in tears because they've taken the head of their arm bones back and they've been willing to open this part of who they are and open to receive love. Take your ears back. You can place your hands palm down or palm up. The receptive mode is palm up. So now we're going to close our eyes and just begin to focus in on your breath. Breathe in deep through your nose, all the way down into your belly. And then as you exhale, just exhale through your nose. And again, let everything go. Let go of what's just happened. Let go of what's going to happen after this experience. And use your breath to anchor yourself right here, right now. And as you breathe here in this moment, breathe deep into the perfection of who you are and start breathing into your heart. And I want you now to change the way that you're breathing. And as you breathe in, imagine breathing in through the front of your heart, all the way through to the back of the heart. And then as you exhale, breathe through the back of the heart, all the way through the front of the heart. And take it about a hand's width in front of you and behind you. So you're breathing in through the heart and out through the heart. And as you bring your attention with your breath to your heart center, keeping the head of your arm bones back and the ears back so that your heart is lifted and open to receive. The promise of yoga is the promise of more peace, more love, and more joy. And as you breathe into your heart, the invitation is to allow a word or maybe some words of this intention that you're setting for your life, that you want to commit to. What is the word that's going to describe your life, that you're going to stand in, stand for, and lovingly hug into your life and embrace so that that becomes your strength? And place that word in your heart, in your mind, and in your belly. Maybe you can say, I am, and place the word after those two words. So the first practice is that you soften and open to receive love. You connect to the love that is feeding you all of the time without you realizing it. And now begin to just actively hug your muscles to your bones like Audrey taught. Imagine it as a loving embrace. You're engaging yourself in this loving embrace. This is the warmth of self-love and self-empowerment that you are creating, the strength to love yourself and empower yourself so that you can live a love-filled life. Now you're open. And then now think of some people in your life whom you love. And breathe them into your heart. And as you exhale, breathe out and send love to those people. Inhale, draw them in. Exhale, send them love. And finally, imagine this white light in your heart, in your mind, in your belly. This is the light of your higher self, the light of your connection to something far greater than who you are right now. And let that light begin to burn brighter and move to every cell in your body. In your mind's eye, you might become a luminous being, filled with the light of your own love. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. Roll the head of your arm bones back, lift your heart, broaden your collarbones. Turn the corners of your mouth up. Bow to the light and the love that resides within you. Namaste. Slowly, slowly begin to open your eyes.
Wow.
Let us know how you feel after that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Monty.
Thanks to Monty, I know.
He's a hard worker.
Yeah, he's like, I couldn't miss that meditation for the world.
Well, really, wow, that was so good. That was so good. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've signed up to the newsletter, I know there's technical things now, but if you sign up into the newsletter, you get this satsang to you for free forever. Whereas for those of you for everyone else who hasn't joined in today, they'll be needing to, make a wee donation to our Yoga to Transform in order to have this satsang in their library. But so if you haven't joined our newsletter, it's on the free pages. So yogatotransform.com. It says free resources. You'll be able to go to that page, and down the bottom there's a little form just to fill in with your name and email, and we'll send you a copy of this satsang for you to do the 2 simple practices that we did of moving asana and the lovely, lovely heart meditation we just did. And, we do invite you to try it each morning or before you go to bed at night.
Yeah. It's all about how you create your state, right? So most of us wake up in the morning and we start checking our phone and we get caught up in the distraction of the outside world. And if we can wake up in the morning and pause and put on a meditation like the one we just did and do that every day, you're anchoring yourself in the flow of love right from the
moment. Yeah.
And then your practice is simply to stay connected to it. And the good news is when you wake up, you wake up fresh. Like everything that happened yesterday has been deleted and it's gone and it doesn't count anymore. And it doesn't matter how many awful things you did or said or whatever. It's fresh.
Yeah, if you didn't finish something, well, that's just the way it was. And here we are. I've got a new day, and as an older friend than I am at the moment, says that she's really grateful every day she wakes up and puts her feet on the ground because this is the only moment we have really.
Yeah.
Check out a Power of Now.
Yes.
Thankful Thursday. We're trying to create for you this community, but also the resources that we're putting together, we really feel like are useful to you in your whole life.
Yeah.
So just for me, I know that one of the reasons that I practiced yoga and maybe meditation in the evening was that I found going to sleep tricky.
Yes, it does help with that.
So it can help with that. So, and then maybe lunchtime you're feeling a bit drowsy, so you need to perk it up. So let's just do yoga all day. We know that we have a life, and the situation that we're in our life means that we have some tasks to do to live our lives. But we really are saying that's really an essence of your life is actually looking after yourself and being open to that love that you already have for yourself. And then, as we know, we can attest that once you're really grounded in your own love, you are so much more able to attract love and share it with others.
Absolutely. And that is, you are practicing yoga all day when you are actually practicing returning to love every single moment of the day. And it doesn't matter if you do, oh gosh, someone just knocked me off. And some days, you know what, someone will knock me off and it will take me a few days to get back to love with that person. But it doesn't matter. The practice is not that you get knocked over and that you feel unloving and unkind for a moment. It's the practices that you will get knocked over, but how long is it going to take you to get back to love? And it's okay if it takes you 30 seconds for one day and 3 days for another, or 30 days. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And we also,
we've got some notes, you see, because we don't want you to miss out, because you've stuck around till the very end, and maybe you're watching this as a recording, but we've actually got an opportunity to have a $50 voucher. So you get to take $50 off any of the courses that we've got.
Yes, and we really encourage you to choose a course, commit to it, be disciplined. Every course has daily lessons as part of it, and we're not talking about daily yoga lessons, but we're talking about daily inspiration that comes through that's going to help you. So in our love course, and we're assuming you're interested in love, here you are. In our love course, the daily lessons are about helping you remove the blocks to love in your life, helping you come to understand what are the blocks to self-love. Why are you closed to even connecting to the fact that life is actually just a flow of love anyway?
Yeah.
So the daily lessons support the weekly yoga practice, which is themed around this. The first week the theme is open to receive love. The second week it is I love myself. Third week it is I really learn how to commit to loving others. And then the fourth week is I am part of a higher love.
I'm just going to lean forward and shut the door after the cat. So the cat, of course, came for the most disruptive part of our satsang, the meditation. He could have come for the yoga or the chat or whatever, but no, he came for the meditation. And so each of our courses, you get 3 months of support for those.
Yeah.
You can sign up for a 3-month course or to have them for your lifetime. There's a slight difference in the price. But those 3 months of emails give you some extra information, a gentle reminder that have you done the practice this week? Have you used the meditation? One of the ones that I've worked on is sleep. Have you made some changes to your habits? Have you made some changes to your routines? Here's what some people say is a good way of doing that. So we're using some research, and we're always available to have a conversation with if you feel like, oh my goodness, I signed up for this and I've got a bit stuck. I don't know what to do. I'm not making any progress.
Yeah.
And so we are going to give you, let me read it out to you. It's going to be a $50 off gift voucher. And we'll pop it in the email that we send out to you. So do get on the email list. Friend-gifts-50-off. You got that, didn't you? We'll make sure that we write that down to you. But we want to say thank you from our hearts to your hearts, to say, yes, we're really pleased that you're part of our community, and here's a way of you dipping a toe into something you might not have done before, which was one of the reasons that we've actually developed the courses like this, because there's quite a lot of ways that you can just join a class or do this or do that. But we felt that we wanted to put a package together so that you did make those transitions and that change so that you were transforming your life.
Yeah.
Yay.
We've created 28-day plans, because the research says 28 days, you commit, you will change your habits, and life is built on habits, and we just want you to have the habit of living a love-filled life.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So do just, again, leave us comments down here, thumbs up or hearts. How have you done that? Nothing.
I know, but I did that. Oh gosh.
I'm a bit
There we go. Goodness me.
bit of an unco. Come to a yoga class with me and I don't know my left and rights. Anyway.
Yeah. So thank you so much. We really love having you as part of our community. We really love all the engagement that you bring to the community. There is heaps of yoga on our YouTube channel.
On our Facebook group where you are.
Group.
There's all sorts of things that we just put on the Facebook page. Hook up with us on Twitter. I'm twittering like mad.
Yes.
We've got an Instagram page as well, just the usual social media outlets. And of course, Christina's our LinkedIn.
Yeah. Join me on LinkedIn.
Yeah. So we get inspired by what you're doing, just like hopefully you get inspired by us. So do get in contact, and we'll see you again soon. And next month.
Yes, next month. And if you have anything that you want us to cover as a satsang, please let us know, and we will make sure that we do that for you. Namaste. Thank you so much.
So nice to have you along. See you next time. Bye.